Hey guys, today I want to just dive into a question that many of us in the startup and business industry would face at some point, which is to whether you should bootstrap your business or raise venture capital. Now, this is something that I've been reflecting on a lot, especially because bootstrapping and VC can lead you down a very different path, right? It involves a lot of things like freedom and the strategy that you're going to run your company and the different things you're going to be focusing on as a business. So let's break it down and I will share what I've learned in my journey building Sigma School and several tech startups. Sigma School is a coding bootcamp in Malaysia, and I'll also talk about some real challenges and unexpected lessons. So if you're building your own thing, you're just starting out, or you're just curious about what goes into this decision, I think you will find this useful. So sit along and enjoy the ride. So let me tell you why I chose to bootstrap Sigma School in the first place, right? Bootstrapping for me is all about staying grounded, right? When you're bootstrap, you're funding your own growth with what you have, which means you are 100% accountable to yourself and your customers, not investors, right? And this creates a raw and scrappy focus. In our early days, it felt like a small win every time we secured a new customer, a new hiring partner, a new student, a new collaboration, or whenever we launch a new feature or a new curriculum. Bootstrapping really focuses you to make every dollar count because, well, it has to. You're running with your own cash flow, so every dollar you put in has to be adding real business value to your business. Because if it's not, then what are you spending the money for? For instance, when we launched Codio.ai, which is a Duolingo for coders type app, it was something we bootstrapped as a natural part of our funnel without really a big budget, right? We knew it was important to get people engaged early, to introduce the concept of coding first, right? Because there wasn't an obvious winner in this niche. So instead of spending huge budgets to build this, we focus on creating something that really could just build interest and give people small wins really quickly in our MVP that we built. We also moved on to build another job-assisted AI searching tool, which is called Jobyer, which to help our students automate job application on the day they graduate itself, right? So you can see Codio at the start to attract people in, the coding bootcamp to train them with the real skills in 3 months, and then helping them get a job immediately after that with a tool that we built like Jobyer. You can check it out at tryjobyer.com. And at the end of the day, if you can't get a job, we will give them their money back. That's our pitch at Sigma School, and I genuinely believe that the world needs a different path to education, where people don't need to spend 4 years in university or spend hundreds of thousands and go into debt, one where they can learn whatever they need and get a job. So bootstrapping has its cons too. You're growing without the cushion of VC funding. So the pace might be slower. So when you're not backed by big capital, it's easy to feel pressure when things are not going smoothly. So there was this time when we were building Jobyer, which is the job automation tool that I mentioned. When we were building it for our students, we wanted to create a tool where students could upload their CV and Jobyer would apply to jobs for them. And I think this is a game changer for our graduates, but without extra funds, we had to really prioritize what were the core job portals we wanted to integrate to, what were the core features that we wanted to build, and we had to really deeply focus on testing ourselves instead of hiring a team of testers. And we had to solve a lot of these issues on the go. Some days it felt like if we had VC funding, we could have just brought in so many more developers and marketing help to move things so much faster. But then I think about how bootstrapping kept us nimble. Every decision had to be justified by real needs, not just hypothetical growth. So that's a discipline that I wouldn't trade, and that's a freedom that I have that I wouldn't trade. That said, there's no denying that VC funding has its appeal, right? With a VC injection, you can grow faster. And imagine if there were two companies competing head on, the one with more funds will always win, right? There's always pros and cons, but it's going to be, just imagine, right? Two guys are running and one guy has the money to buy the best coaches, the best shoes, the best t-shirts. The one who's able to just go compete on just the sheer amount of cash flow that they have will always win. A lot of the big companies that you see out there, you think about Uber, Airbnb, etc., right? They could only really scale because of what they did in terms of gathering major capital infusions. For me and for us bootstrappers, I do think about what it would look like to raise funds in the future, especially if we wanted to expand quickly across Asia. The truth is, building at a big scale often does require a lot of upfront cash. Imagine the hiring partner that we could secure or the additional courses that we could develop if we had that level of funding. But here's the issue as well, right? When you go the VC route, you're giving up essentially a lot of control. Your vision can start to bend towards what the investors want. So I think if as long as you can manage this well, then raising VC will not be an issue for you. So right now, Sigma School, we are staying bootstrapped. And the reason for that is really simple. We're still in the process of figuring things out and getting things exactly right. We want our service to run like a well-oiled machine. We want to achieve product market fit really clearly, where people just come to us and we get results like no issue, where our processes are so solid that every new course partner or product fits seamlessly into what we're doing. The idea of bringing in investors while I'm still figuring things out to refine the business model makes me hesitant to do it, because I am of the belief that if I were to raise funding, I'm going to be raising to scale scale, not racing to figure things out. And I think that's a mindset that a lot of investors will like as well. So bootstrapping has given us the space to focus on this without being pressured to hit aggressive growth targets within a timeline. Like, for example, if our funnel wasn't even ready yet, and we had funding, we will be under pressure to go out there and launch all of our campaigns and spend millions of dollars on it just to launch, even though we know we're not ready. Being able to now build something that feels just right and sustainable, once I'm able to nail down on the model and truly ready to scale, then we might be looking to raise funds and to speed things up. But for now, our main priority is to build a strong foundation. In short, right, raise funding to speed things up, raise funding to scale, but not raise funding to figure things out or to achieve product market fit. So if you're in the same boat and wondering whether to bootstrap or go the VC route, here's my take, right? Ask yourself what kind of business you're building and what you value the most. Bootstrapping can teach you so much about making tough decisions, about being ramen profitable, being frugal, and staying laser focused. You learn to do more with a lot less, and you get so much more creative, right, with every small success that you have. On the flip side, if your business requires large upfront investments to even get started, or if your vision is something that truly needs to scale very quickly to even be viable, then VC might be a better fit. But know that it comes with strings attached, right? No one's going to give you money for free. Yeah, so you might need to compromise on your vision at times or deal with added pressure. So this is where I stand today, and this is where my businesses stand today, bootstrapped, focused, and all about delivering real value to end users without external pressure to do things that we may not be aligned with. So I've been working very hard to make a real impact in the tech education and jobs space. And if that means growing slower and steadier for now, then I'm all in for it. So yeah, I think that's about it for today. Thanks for listening. If you got something from this video, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know where you stand on bootstrapping versus VC. And in the meantime, keep building whichever path you choose. There's no real right or wrong. Just keep building, keep learning, and keep pushing forward. Thank you.